Of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by Hurd Realty.
Well, buying and selling a home is a process. So many steps with important details. This morning, to give us some insight into all things real estate, we have Pam Hurd and Payton Spencer joining us with Hurd Realty. And it's great to have you ladies with us.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
It's always fun to talk about kind of what's happening behind the scenes. And there's so much work that goes on before the home is even listed. So let's start there.
Okay, so before we list the home, we go out and meet with the clients. We go through the whole house, go through every room with them and tell them what we need to do, things they need to kind of tidy up. Then we'll talk about the price and look at the details and everything with them. I mean, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that people don't realize until they actually put it on the market.
Right, watching you as you walk through and look at all the details. And then what's one of the biggest mistakes, do you think, that people might make before they actually get their home on the market?
So this just kind of changes, but something that we've really seen in the last year or two is sellers wanting to test the market with the price. And when you list a home, you sort of have all this momentum and you want to get it on the market, and it's like this whole, marketing production. And then they look at the list price and they're like, well, why would we list it at, $350 when we could get $400? And then it sits on the market for months. You're doing multiple price reductions and you've lost all your momentum. So it's better to just go in with a competitive price to start with and get it sold.
The market has seemed to change a little bit. Is that correct? Fair to say?
Yeah.
So, it really has changed.
How do you come up with, I'm always amazed, like how do you come up with the price for what the home could sell for? That's a fair price.
So you look at the comps in the area. So you're going to look at the house and see what type of house it is, where it's located. So you'll look within the first, let's say, if it's in a neighborhood, you want to kind of stay in that neighborhood and see what's sold. A lot of times they'll look at what's for sale. So that's not what the appraiser is going to look at. They're going to look at what's already closed.
Gotcha.
And that's where your price comes in of what it's going to appraise for. So there's a lot of things that we look at that way. You look at what type of house, how many bedrooms it has, what's the square footage. I mean, there's a lot that goes into details to come up with the price to be competitive.
I was just going to say, to be competitive, and you still have a lot of people, I suppose, when it's their home, they're thinking, well, I don't want to leave money on the table, Payton. So
yeah,
but we are seeing, as I was looking at some of the things that, reduced price. So things are then coming down, and then it does make you second guess.
Yeah, and because especially then a lot of buyers are like, well, why do they keep reducing the price? What's wrong with it? When really nothing's wrong with it, and it's a great home, but the sellers just wanted to list so high to begin with, and it's just unreasonable.
So once that hits the home, then what's happening behind the scenes when the home is actually on the market, Pam?
So once it's on the market, we stay in contact with the client daily, usually. Well, we'll tell them, well, on this day we will contact you every single day, every Tuesday, let's say. If there's nothing going on, we still make contact with them and make sure we're on the same page. If we have a showing, we send out the information to the realtor that showed it to get their feedback, and then we'll go communicate that with the seller. So the biggest thing, and the biggest thing I've heard from clients, is communication. They want you to stay in contact and make sure we're all on the same page during the whole process.
Makes them feel better,
yes,
right? It's like, okay,
sure.
There's still things going on, there are still things happening.
Yeah.
And then spring is almost here, and of course we know that's a busy time in the real estate world. All right. Well, we're going to give everybody some information. If you have other questions or you would like to get a hold of the folks there at Hurd Realty, of course, their office is right there on KLM Drive in the Boones Creek area of Johnson City. Great website. You can also follow them on social media. And, of course, look for Pam for our It's Your Lucky Daytime. Thanks for your sponsorship.
Thank you.
The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by Hurd Realty.